Hello and welcome back to Shatter Our Souls with Novaria. Now, last time that we booted this up, I took down Bonehead, and we has also finished off the boss Scar and a large portion of side missions, all in relatively short time. So, at this point, there's not a whole lot to do except keep on cruising forward. Now, given that most of what is coming at this point all pertains to learning vehicle mechanics, we're going to introduce a new weapon, the front bumper. Um, Given that I refuse to use weapons that are not single shot, effectively, only the front bumper will do. Um, I do not think it is the most effective or efficient method of handling problems. But when has efficiency ever been the reason we do things in games? Right? I mean, there's speedrunners, but still. Uh, so at this point, we're gonna do a bunch of smaller missions today. Possibly take out another mini boss. This mini boss is optional, and it's actually not one, but two bosses, Mo and Marley. Mo and Marley are a pair of skags. Specifically, they are elemental alpha skags. So they have a significant amount of extra health, extra damage that they can dish out. And given that it's going to be in a totally new area, ammunition might be a problem going forward there. But we'll find that out when we get there. For now, it's going to be more so about just kind of collecting as many missions as possible and seeing what kind of trouble I can get into. There we go. So, at this point in time, most of the Firestone bounties are done. Chef Sanders, however, has a significant amount of other bounties to go for. So we're just going to take a short drive, a pleasure cruise. You know, I didn't actually think that would work. And I also didn't think I could get back out of there once I did it. No, no, none of that out of you. So I'm kind of trying to multitask a lot. There's a multi-log mission that basically involves finding Tannis's echo logs from when she was first entering the Borderlands. But aside from those, it's going to be a lot of minor stuff. How did I miss? There we go. As long as I can deal damage to Bonehead, I should be fine. Perfect. Good job, Bloodwing. Shield regenerating. disappointing. Unfortunately, because of the location of some of these weapons and or some of the echo logs, she her mission is relatively difficult to complete at times. Good news is, not impossible. So, having finally reached level 11, it's time to start building up Out for Blood. Out for Blood is meant to be um, the primary source of healing for Mordecai. Well, one of two. Um, so having that at our disposal is going to be a huge boost to our red bar health. And squish, squish. We're just making Kool-Aid. Don't ignore that. Please ignore that, YouTube. I promise. It's just cherry Kool-Aid. All right. Shep Sanders is there, and we get a series of mini missions once again. The sheer number of side quests that I have access to right now is going to um, boost levels, probably going to be level 12 or 13 before even leaving this area, is my goal. But we got to deal with the rack attack. Perfect. Oh, wow. Bloodwing is very dedicated to the cause. And just like that, we are ready to turn in the first of the various missions. Oh, right, I forgot that there's one over there. Yeah, I'll worry about that one later. For now, we're going to keep on going forward into new territory. This is both a main mission and a side mission area. Um, the main mission is to get a set of keys off of a desk in the middle of this arena, shall we say. In and of itself, that's not necessarily difficult. Run past a couple enemies, bada bing, bada boom, done. The hard part comes from the fact that at this point the game is really trying to amp up the difficulty because training wheels are off at this point. Which isn't a bad thing. I'm glad the training wheels are coming off. And most of the reason why this was as difficult as it was has is only due to myself being a bit of an idiot and not actually being smart about the choices that I'm making to handle this particular situation. There we go. Okay. Where in the world are they? Eh. Whew. Well, that's a skag. Alrighty. Looking decent so far. We'll just grab the note left on the table. And How did you get stuck in the wall? That is a very new place for enemies to show up. Hoofty. All right. Now I'm a little apprehensive about this particular area because I've had a lot of things go wrong here, including multiple explosions. Doesn't look like there's much that's really worthwhile in here, so I can ignore this for now. Hey, there we go. He held still. Okay, that is not good news. Okay, perfect. So let's finish off this quest. Do a little hand in, and then you, SMGs. Yuck, yuck. Like, that's absolutely the worst thing I could have possibly done right there. Pick up an SMG. Ugh. Anyways, um, my banter aside, I think things are going fairly well, albeit I feel a little underprepared for some of the later tasks. But I can't really say that it's going to be perfect regardless. So there's that. And I also should learn to keep the vehicle closer. All right. So we're going to hand in a couple missions here. The flock is out of there. We are done breaking wind. Is that all of them? I feel like there's another batch over in Firestone right now, so I'm just going to quickly head over there. Thankfully, it's not a very far drive. Oh, yep. We had the Make Kool-Aid mission, another health upgrade, and I think we're ready to roll on to the next major section. This is not what I was expecting to be doing today, not entirely at least. The next section has a higher volume of higher tier enemies. So theoretically, this could go very good or very bad. Now, knowing that it could go bad, I'm going to take that and upgrade my ammunition capacities. Impulse buyer, nice. So I should be able to hold more ammunition, which will mean I'm less likely to run out in the future. Yes, I'm taking the Anshine transfusion. No, I am not going to use it. There we go. And as stated, higher level enemies popping up now. I did not consider the fact that they might actually send one of their own in there to get me. 10, 20? I can handle that. Decent experience. Yeah, this area is going to be a huge boost in the leveling department. So every time I come through here, I'm going to try and just tackle the skags. That way I'm not stagnant as far as level goes. It's not the end of the world if I don't level up, but consistent growth is important in this particular challenge. As stated. There we go. Bloodwing is our best friend in that regard, and shows just how useful that particular ability can be. Um, so earlier today I was kind of considering kind of the dichotomy between heroes, anti-heroes, etc., and villains. What makes an anti-hero? Why are they doing what they do? Cooper would be considered a hero. He is intrinsically motivated to do the thing he believes is right simply because it's the right thing to do. He doesn't need BT to tell him that it's not a good thing that the planet Harmony is going to be crushed by the fold weapon. That's never really something that crosses his mind as a potential thing that he could live with. Whereas the characters from Borderlands, like Mordecai, he's a treasure hunter through and through. He doesn't much mind or care what happens to those in his wake as shown, but he thinks more about the potential payout. Fame, fortune are kind of his concerns, so to speak. Come on. Almost hit. Gotcha. Quit crouching. There we go. With him out of the way, this should be a fair bit easier. Assuming I can hit the broadside of a barn. Did he just... He just killed himself. Huh. I don't remember there being this many bruisers in this area. And I am standing out here in the middle of nowhere. I could have planned this out better. Come on. There we go. Not sure what got me there, but I suppose it doesn't matter what gets me insofar as, I don't die. Alrighty. So, at this point, it's going to become a little bit of a question of what's the next move? What's the next thing that is going to be a benefit to me? And my answer is I have no idea. I know that there are certain things that I want, certain things that'll work well, certain things that I'm hoping for. But what that isn't necessarily a stable statement. Experience would be nice, but so too would finding a revolver weapon. Theoretically, at this point, it is possible to start finding revolvers. So maybe that's my next kind of quest. Start digging around and seeing if I can find one. Because getting a revolver would increase my battle efficiency because I wouldn't be reliant on a single weapon with very limited ammunition, I might add. I don't know. Come on. Go down. Please. Down. Wow. He is tankier than I thought he would be. All right. Ah, there you are. Hmm. Number of headaches that people have been dealing with lately is just absurd. And like, it's not perfect, but I do have the cure for them. Just get rid of the ailment, the affliction, right? That's totally how it works. So normally I head down this way to deal with Mo and Marley right away, but I'm actually going to head back over here to get the sniper parts to see if I get lucky and get a decent one. Given the time and only having about 10 minutes left within this particular video, I think that going for something like that will be better. It'll also make it easier to get from or get certain things sorted out, hopefully, and might buy me enough time to hopefully get the weapons that or get a revolver so that I'm not solely reliant on a single weapon. Come on. All right, there we go. That that did not work. Was trying to be a smart aleck. It did not work. But that's what I get for trying to skip a gap in the wall. I've heard of poppin', but that's just ridiculous. All right, that's 3 of 4 pieces. Probably find the site in the garbage because that's just how the game tends to work. Sniper rifle challenge number 2 complete. And oh, really isn't much to loot in here. I'm actually kind of surprised. Is there anything else aside from Mo and Marley? Mo and Marley it is. I could. I'm gonna do a little bit of an escapade and see what I can find in the northern areas of the arid wastes, and see if I can find something better than what I'm currently using as far as weaponry. Be that a revolver, be it a better sniper rifle. more consistent ammunition, which I doubt I'll find just randomly lying around, but it would be nice. Because right now, sitting with 20 bullets, it's not possible at this moment in time to defeat Mo and Marley, which is disappointing, but not unexpected, unfortunately. Oh boy, we are getting into some very interesting territory. So we have ourselves a corrosion skag. Now, the corrosion skags are probably my least favorite of the three varieties. Shock skags are the fastest by far. Flame skags tend to come as an alpha, but the corrosion, they're somewhere in the middle. They're fast, but their abilities linger more than the other two do, which makes them quite good at hunting me, which is kind of a problem for me. Just a minor one, though. I admit I don't typically end up coming up here at all. So this will be interesting. Because I do not know the layout of this area, nor where the barrels or potential explosives might be. It's all just gut instinct right now. Revolver? Uh, no revolver, but a lot of sniper rounds. Can I see either of them from up here? Okay, we have one standard badass. Oh, there's Mo. I am second guessing my decision at this point. Very much second guessing my decision. All right, can I actually beat him? Probably not. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna go back and heal up, regain ammunition, because at this moment in time, it's too risky to try and do it without really planning ahead, which is effectively what I would be doing otherwise. I say, knowing full well that I just irritated Mo again. Come on. Maybe? Maybe I can do this. Just need to be careful about not letting Mo get the upper hand on me. What are you doing, Mo? Mo? You just spat a fireball at me, Mo. Uh, let's... Oh, I can do damage to your hindquarters. Let's see. I am almost out of ammunition, which will mean that I'm going to be relying on Bloodwing again. Not that it's the end of the world, but I don't like the idea of having to rely on a special ability simply to survive. Come on. I do not like this circumstance, Mo. And I missed my jump. All I can... Nope. He is still charging. Okay. So, with that, we've got Mo down. Not quite what I had in mind, but it worked. Coming up next time, we are going to be tackling Marley, as at this point, there's really nothing holding me back. But for now, I'm going to pass in what I have completed. And as a bonus, we're probably going to also end up going into challenge none other than our next dungeon in and of itself in its entirety, along with tackling the third main boss in the game, the Roid Rage Psycho, also known as Sledge's bodyguard. The Pearl Sniper. Very nice. If you like what you see, drop a like, leave a comment, and I hope to see or hear from you next time.